Alright, everybody, and welcome. That should all be sorted. Yeah, welcome back. BogMod here. And, of course, we're going to get this going, because hopefully we can get that started soon. And we've also got... Oh, it's a big group. A 24-man party. Now where am I? Right. I need to go talk to Lina. We're still trying to find a way to get everybody back home. They really do need to fix up this fort. It's surprising they held out against the sinews at all with forts like these. Hey, you two. That was very synchronized. This was war through passing. Alright. I was at death's door that day after the sinners attacked. If you and yours hadn't come along, I'd have likely stepped through. I wouldn't have been alone. Courage and selflessness is something we all aspire to. I, too, was there that terrible day. My friend was transformed to a sinner before my very eyes, and I had no choice but to cut her down. The thought of returning to the field, of holding a blade again, it filled me with dread. But that is not the way to honor her or my comrades. And so I've returned. I will swear I will not let you or anyone else down from this day forward. A pleasure to meet you, miss. Well, truly, it seems only yesterday I watched this. Took flight to Amaro to go save the Oracle. She's thinking ill more and soldier orders locked blade with her now on our side, but we'll do our best to keep the peace here at Lakeland. Alright. Hold on. And I'm gonna go fix it. Don't know if it's coming through or not, but... It might be. I'm gonna fix that. Alright, hopefully... hopefully you weren't hearing anything. But if you were, hopefully that's fixed. We seem to be missing one. The honest soldier. And to clear melt. Took longer than I anticipated. Yeah, that help those in need, but a soldier must be punctual. That's why we play host honored guests. You should have let that old man... get lost in the woods. Learn your lesson, soldier. Aye, Thaler. Let's go to the infirmary. I was already talking to her. I vaguely remember this scene. Don't give in. Those were close to my heart. The boundless beautiful skies will serve as a reminder of their importance. My friend got to see the knight's return before he passed. Oh. To let them know, and so it falls us to do everything we can to fulfill that promise. Alright. Very good. I'm glad to know that I inspired them all. Person, alright. They all want to meet me. Well, I am very famous, so I don't blame them. You know, at half an hour average wait time, since I'm probably going to, 2 or 3 hour stream, this might be achievable. Hey, it's a sin eater.
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
By himself. Certainly does no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe, he did. Never seen anything like it.
Ooh, is our ghosty buddy returning?
So I says to him, who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness? And he says, no, I'm a warrior of light. And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
Is it?
A warrior of light?
Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood. I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be her. The warrior of darkness.
Eh? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
I know. You'd think I'd be taller, but sadly, sexual dimorphism. I'm gonna suspect it's our ghost, buddy.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
Dragged me all the way out here for nothing.
I hoped to fight at your side today. But I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
I apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat. As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the flood.
I was never completely sure how exactly they figured out they were behind it.
The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias. But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
You aren't curious? Off a note?
Forgive me. There is one more thing.
Yes, I'll pet your ears.
I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
I really thought Alfred would be like, why would someone claim that? And is capable of felling Steed in a single blow. I should look into this.
The Exarch. Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating.
Just needs a
I
break.
believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true.
Now he's obsessed with living forever?
It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was. He seems a different man. A younger man.
A manly man.
I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there. Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past.
No, he's the kind of guy who wants the friends.
Came before.
Definitely not. Yeah. I want to encourage them to hang out.
Are you sure?
Of course. I think I know our time-traveling cat boyfriend well enough.
Then perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
Well, to be fair, the more time he takes for himself, the more chance that our friends die. It is literally a 1-to-1. Alright, back to town we go. I still do love the look of this place. It's got a style I appreciate. Back to the ocular. Alright, how's our plan going, you guys? Make. Yes. The Cabinet of Curiosity. The Word of Light. Should. Conjunction with a renewed. Ah, there we go. So he was curious. Good. Good for you, Alpha Node. So give to them. Tomes, and now you mentioned the noble deeds of Ardbert and his comrades. They bear some responsibility for the flood. I mean, yeah, kind of, but also not. I feel like I do feel like, you know, a little bit of understanding of the world's metaphysics are at play. You're like, well, I'm going to go kill some monsters. You kill too many monsters, right? You will cause the apocalypse. You need to let some of the horrible monsters eat a certain number of the babies and children, and to maul villages to death with horrible death. Or else, the apocalypse. It's a hard sell. Question narrative. Aircraft tarnished. Did they identify? Wonder if they needed defending at all? I'm still wondering where it came out. Let's use my knowledge to bring about the fall of Vobert. Shears could be spoken in the same breath as sinners absurd. Here comes the flood. Why the truth very little. It not changed the lot. The lot has changed. Now they may heed the long forgotten truth. Helped you overcome Emmett's cell, correct? I feel like being like, no, you guys don't understand. These guys who had a hand in causing the apocalypse. There's this other guy who's unrelated to anything you know about, but he comes from a past. So you see, originally the world was one world, but then it got shattered, and this guy who was an unshattered person from the past is trying to restore all the worlds, and he travels between dimensions and worlds, and has for thousands of years, and he was behind it. Actually, it's going to be a bit of a hard sell. Sacrifice. I mean, I'm all for it. I'm just saying, it might be a hard sell. But I'm like, by all means, let them know. Yes, spread the word, I say. I feel like the easier thing would just be like, no, we've actually, the Warriors of Light were not actually behind the flood. And just tell them that. Howdy, Trax. Welcome to the stream. And just be like, no, you see what all that people ended up doing was they wanted to blame somebody. And then maybe once you get around to get people a little more accepting of the idea that maybe they're not horrible monsters, then you could go and kind of go in and lay into them. Oh, actually, let me lay the real truth on them. But I'm all in, generally speaking, for informing people of what's actually the case. All right. Oh no, I went the wrong way. Maybe lean on towards us. Just be like, you know, the Warrior of Darkness says, yada, yada, yada. Lean in on my ability. Lend my name to these things. Medicines. No. Not about your. Not here about your medicine, buddy. The truth of the Warriors of Light. Catalyst! Good news! The Warriors of Light aren't horrible people. Fish the found at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah. I remember him. This is the whole story of the Warriors of Light? Well, turns out, those guys you thought were evil are not evil, but good. Alright, let's ether shard our way down there. To the Cabinet of Lies! As we should perhaps rename it. Morin, everything you thought you knew of the past was a lie! Blessing Officials of Light. Truth of the Flood of the Warriors of Light. How many people were writing books after the apocalypse? Beset by sin eaters, the world flooded, most people dead. How many wrote books about it? Oh, sorry. I had a sneeze, but I was able to turn off my audio before. Right, let's port back there then. Da da da. Come with me, great serpent of Ronka. Seeing the stars so full of life in XIV, one can almost forget the flood ever happened. There are the cardinal virtues. There's more to it than that. They were good boys. No. Not about the Nordworks. Not about the Stoneworks. I need to tell you what the lies you've been fed. Okay, then. Drop to bottom. All right. Time to tell them the truth. Yes, they caused the apocalypse, but they did it for a good cause. It's because they didn't realize they need to let some monsters horribly maim people.
Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
You do love to talk. This is true.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the warrior of darkness.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
Alright, everybody. First, some metaphysical backstory on how the universe works. You see. So you gotta be careful. They can't do too much do-gooding. You know, just because, you know, sometimes that fire consuming a city block, let it burn. Or else you run out of fire ether. Or something like that.
Wicked White. The Warriors of Light did all that?
Yeah, they were your do-gooders. And upset the cosmic balance in do-gooding.
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
There he is. I see you there, buddy. You're looking all fleshy. Your axe isn't all covered in blood. What happened?
Impossible.
Yeah, you can see him too. Oh yeah, I don't think she ever told them about that.
See something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Nay, yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the warrior of darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time. Though I have a few words of my own to say, if I... People of the Crystarium! I am Ardbert. One of those you know as a warrior of light.
I don't know about this. I'm suspicious. I'm going to say that right now. I feel like everything that happened, first of all, the fact that he's not a ghost anymore. That little smirk he seems to have. Also, I don't feel like he would do this big dramatic reveal. I'm suspicious.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the warrior of darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when she must return to her home.
Yeah, all of us. Oh yeah, about that. Have I not mentioned that yet? Yeah, we're travelers from another dimension.
And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
What? Us? Warriors of light?
None of us were born heroes, my
I was.
I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former.
And that's what caused the apocalypse.
Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
That's a very good suspicious face on her.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired under the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
I'm inclined to agree.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
You know, they really did turn on a dime, didn't they? They really went from everything I've been raised to believe might be wrong to, hey, that guy I thought was Super Satan.
So, that is a warrior...
I should totally agree with him and listen to what he says.
I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
I mean, I'm not going to say he couldn't have been resurrected. By the will of the star. This is the kind of setting where that is wacky enough to happen. But I'm going to go with the second option.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
I'm a soul eater.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
An Ascian?
That he is an Ascian.
Yeah! I got there before you did.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Elidibus better do good. I mean, Emmett Selk was amazing. It's going to be a challenge to live up to how much presence he had.
That Zenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form, and cognizant no doubt of Emmett Selk's failure here in the first, it is quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen? Why, that is unsavory. And they do this often.
It's just recycling, okay? Don't think too much of it.
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light.
Oh yeah, Minfilia.
On that occasion I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
Yeah, they're trying to save the world. Remember? We went through this. They're doing what we did, but because we're the ones that have to give up our lives in this case, we're against it.
And they have gained much by it. Emmett Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while La Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma. His ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed.
Maybe we need to start telling people about the Asians.
At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association.
Again, the half-truths. This is a problem. We're only giving people part of the picture, and it hamstrings us.
That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
Oh, this makes me sad. I'll dispel the falsehoods surrounding the ways of light and their actions prior to the flood. Though I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather one who appropriated his identity, was a curious development. He is a posture of that there is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. Well, I mean, like, to the masses he'll appear as a monster returned from the grave. We only just gave everyone our speech about, hey, everything you've been raised to believe for the last 100 years is wrong. Blight. Pray that these fallen heroes be born again for their sacrifices. Oh, the venerity. Do you need to discern his intent? Alright. Strength. Okay. Ah, the spirit vessel. Just at their leisure. Seniors to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. So deep within the Katana rival. Okay, they fell in ancient civilizations, not the Asins, perhaps. All right. Would you care for some company? I like ancient ruins. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna meet the bunny people. Ah, yes, the allies of the Ronka. That's me. All right. They found some chambers warded by ancient magic. All right. Yeah. Happy to help. Some aggressive weapons, knowledge, and understanding. And a flying death laser, which is also a pretty good weapon. See which chambers unless assess a formidable deterrent yet lies within. Alright. I agree. Whatever's sleeping there surely pales compared to what we've already done. I wish it were. Oh, that is clutching the staff at night, wishing it were. What are you implying? I was not to tell. Well, that's a little bit lewd. Someone's gonna go to horny jail. Back here. How old are you and your sisters? I'm sure they're adults. And say if we three have been privileged to escort you and yours into the ruins of our witness to its secrets. Their hearts burn with curiosity. Alright. So which, let's make for the Revel. Ah, there it is. Lahi. Did you see the entirety? Oh, I can't do it all in this. Oh, fine. Suppose when you gotta wait, you gotta wait.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
That's an evil-looking statue.
The Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast. Though that much is plain from its proportions.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed. Why you... Ugh.
Burb.
This This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
Yeah, that's very, you know, kind of like stylized, where the others kind of designed more in a realistic fashion.
The sealed door lies ahead.
That is quite the sealed-looking door. We're missing an owl.
One statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism.
Like maybe that statue coming to life to try to kill us?
Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber.
You know, never read these sorts of things out loud.
Waken the beast and know his folly. Wait! Don't!
Yeah.
What? But I only... What is happening?
Hey, it did come to life.
Oh no, oh no, it lives!
Does it have boobs?
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
It does have boobs. We've been sucked in by the boobs. Oh. Am I playing Triple Triad against you? You trespass, mortal, upon sacred ground. Your 4 souls have I bound. Your 2 heroes proven learned and wise, a common soul shall be their prize. You see they're set free. Answer me these riddles 3. And do I vie? Though sought apart, betterment of the whole, where efforts to scry. What am I? Let's go with the Opu Opu statue. Guys, the ranks did property too. Okay. Yeah, get a soul back. With fearsome fang, I travel with pack. Together we find harmony. As for peace, our land does not lack. What am I? Well, definitely it's the wolves. Wolves travel in packs. companions. How many at the end of their needs? Yay! 2 souls. What happened? On my belly do I crawl. By my strength does prosperity reign within our hall. What am I? Some sort of snack. Oh, it's gonna be the serpent. The dread serpent turned protector. Lord to sombre, ere it tear the world asunder. Alright. Then we shall play another game. Oh. Fancy, and you all may yet go free. Okay. Okay. Okay.
No mess.
Oh, there's an Ishola. Give me my friend's soul back. Well done. Till at last, now we're gonna fight the boob monster. Now for the ultraviolence. There's review worth. Strong of mind, body, and soul. Alright.
Come.
Oh, neat. I like that. They kind of showed us how the mechanic worked.
This is going to leave a mark.
Let us see how you handle this. This and that and this. Away with you.
Yay! We beat the monster. Not wholly unexpected. Yeah, this is true. We did kind of expect this.
Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now, what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
I agree.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber. A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
We gonna rob a grave?
Please. Could it be the Archmage's tune? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation, so potent was her spellcraft. Though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Naught less than the echo. In which case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might. Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Qatar.
Oh, that was a while ago, Ishtola. You're really asking my memory a lot here.
Moreover, does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarok?
Ah, no, that's true. I was thinking more along that lines.
The final days. If, as the Exarch's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later?
Sure. Sure. Yeah. I can go along with this logic.
Explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory. But if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided, it would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar.
A little bit of pure speculation. As long as you recognize it as that, isn't a bad thing.
I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence. Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarok. Remember us.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the Tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Fair.
Your mothers were wise.
That's a big casket.
Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions cannot fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emmett Selk and his kin. But we have disturbed you not long enough. Fanau will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
I mean, I'm still not entirely unconvinced that Emmett wasn't effectively just a hero from a different angle. And given a lot of what we saw, I'm kind of on his side still. Teaching our forebears of histories learned, not lived. Alright. To your life, we've seen the change you wrought. Necros will endure long after you're gone. Though it too will change in time, we'll do our best to preserve your story. The story of how amazing I am. Alright. Yeah. Tell tales about me. Well, let's see if we can get lucky. We're not of the Asians. The insight gained to the Echo made our trip worthwhile. Slitherbow! Alright. You know, I still think that functionally, what the Exarch's done, and compared to what they're doing, is effectively the same. Hello. Pregnant part of my famous stew. Yes. We must eat the stew. I see work, which is rather more chore. I must clean my chambers here in the Slitherbout from top to bottom. Alright. I'll get myself a broom. Truly a task befitting the Warrior of Darkness. A broom for Master Matoya. Maybe she'll enchant the broom. One battered broom. We see many a spring and summer and Slitherbout, swishing and sweeping, sweeping and swishing. Oops. What do you think I did rather well for not a good broom thus far? Okay. Could enchant it? Real? Yeah, she's gonna magic the broom. She really is turning into Matoya. No. The broom is more than capable of swimming by itself, or rather, it will be. Sweep, a tidy tame you keep. To this task you shall be bound until no dust is to be found. Yes, very wise. Give it an end condition. In this particular respect, I have no objections to following in Master Matoya's footsteps. The Roomba of its era. And the procedure does not preclude other equally important duties, such as maintaining clean quarters of said pursuit. I miss this place, these people. Aww. Good thing you could hear through that very solid door. He's got those big old cat ears. Trouble me, been rather quiet. They have to resize weapons. It occurs to me, they have to resize weapons. Because small as my character is, there's no way that axe, or not axe, that scythe has to stay that same size if you're going to put it on a Lalafell. What approach they went with. Hey, you lot. Ah, Arbert slipped into the woods. The truth of the words, the light in the flood. He's just proceeds him at every destination, making his task all the more simple. Why does he encourage people to do good things? Because that's how you get an apocalypse, everybody. Court of Many. Good to end. I see no reason to think this diamond is any different. Slitherbow. Sure, it should be here. How are the others? You shouldn't be. It's going well, but the progress is so exhausting for all of us. Alright. Don't slay any of our senator or the locals' trust. And one before he does. That monster, he goes out of his way to do things that improves the lives of people to earn their trust. All right. Master Montoya. A warm bowl of stew will be waiting your return. Oh, that's cute. He's gonna miss her. But he can't share his real feelings. Oh, there's more people. Oh, too late. He's already killed a monster. Which will not decay into nothingness until after we've all had the chance to appreciate his deeds.
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Eater friend here, I can only apologize.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
That suits our purpose perfectly. Now we need only wait for Ardbert to arrive.
Weren't you two meant to be attending to the empty?
We were indeed, and we've made a certain amount of progress. So we thought we might see how the rest of the world was getting on. From what we can gather, the answer is strangely.
Indeed.
Right now, we think we can do more good here.
Let me tell you about this alien ship and the robot ladies inside it.
It is heartening to have all present.
Indeed. We will be glad of the additional hands should matters escalate.
Our quarry has come.
Hey, buddy. There it is, see?
It seems I've lost this particular race. Although I suppose it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it?
Am I gonna get a flashback? Nope.
But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks.
You know what? Let's do a fist bump, bro, buddy. Yeah.
I'm giving you trouble? You should have
Aw, Ardbert, buddy. Didn't even know about that one. The fist bump, buddy. Yeah. Come on. I expected better.
Let us forego this pretense. After all, it was never you that I needed to deceive. Yes, it is I, Elizabeth. Through your time in Emet-Selk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met. Not that it matters.
We understand your role, emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
I seek to enact the will of the Convocation, of course. If it helps you to think of me as but another Ascian, no different in nature or purpose from the rest, you are welcome to do so.
Once, I would have said your goal was destruction alone. Now I understand that you fight for something you love.
Yeah.
Just as we do.
He's fighting to save the world.
Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emet-Selk's final words. Remember that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
Yeah, that's fair, Alphanode, but if you had slapped a little button in front of him and said, if you press this button, all the rejoinings will happen, you know he would have slapped that button.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
Emet-Selk. How very unlike you to err so gravely. That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable. But I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction. But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are. Naught has changed. You fail
and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allow that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourself.
I was encouraging us to give the full backstory.
There is no common ground to be found between you and I, nor do I require any. I have my duty.
Wait!
Well, we have confirmed the identity of our foe at least, and 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
But we still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause, nor why he would spur others to do the same.
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries.
Okay.
Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains, we know too little. Ere our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and of Elidibus himself. In this, we would be best served going directly to his home, much as Emmett Selk came to ours.
Not a bad idea.
Though I see the wisdom in thy suggestion, the Amarot we visited is but a phantom born of Emmett Selk's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
Feels like we're doing more chores. Yeah, I want to know things. Though to be fair, how much of those ruins have survived over the eras is...
Assuming we are all in agreement, then I suggest we first pay a visit to the Ondo. If anyone can tell us where more ruins are to be found, it is them.
Well, they're probably wondering why we haven't returned to the ocean yet. Level 500, huh? All right. Actually, you know, we've been at this an hour and a half. Let's take a short break, stretch our legs, our limbs, refill our drinks, all that sort of stuff. I'll see you all in 5 minutes. Alright everyone, welcome back to the bottom of the sea. Hey fishman. I wanna explore the ruins. Alright, that's fine. The Benthos have filled their stores of livers. Aww. A violent tribe of the Ondo. Aw, they're just a bunch of evil thugs. Under the sea. It's very true. We are back under the sea. Well, this is correct, Rex. Moves for you. Yep. I think I can manage a little do-gooding. A little knight errantry. Yeah, I was about to say, we definitely massively changed their ecosystem. What good turn and all that. Back to the Flounder's floor. I'm not intimidated by their goons. Luckily, I've got my bear. I have to indulge a little bit of ultraviolence. Raw wheat is unpleasantly pointy. Vegetables? Liver is not a vegetable. No, with that attitude. Oranges. Oranges, or sorry, fruits are also not liver. See something up there, buddy? A shoe bill? It's just staring at him. Just staring. Take a sign since I found it. I think it might be lonely. Why is there a shoe bill at the bottom of the sea? Game? Why? Why a shoe bill? Yeah, there was a shoe bill. Don't ask why, but there is. Alright. Bulbous bags. Oh, yay! Liver! It's just standing there, menacingly. No, it's just staring. Staring. Always staring. Never not staring. But why? Why, game? Why have you put a shoe bill at the bottom of the sea? Rain inclusion storehouses, all of those in the Ondo. Oranges, pumpkins, wheat, shoe bills. Alright, Rin, leave the shoe bill alone. Or bring it back with us. That's also acceptable. Related to the Ascian stuff, I do believe that if we lived in a world in which bringing people back from the dead was a viable option, what we counted as saving people would definitely be different. There'd be a whole different attitude towards, no, their time is gone kind of angle. Alright, I bring you the livers. Yeah, lots of food over there. Brazen to be sure. Lots of thefts. Having the dead knight. The Ulmorn army is investigating, but so far no success. The key to the Benthos' plans. Oh. Obvious discovery. Yes, he says that Benthos prepared to claim them with all haste. Ah, their queen will give birth. Queen hatching to thrive. Build an army and take revenge upon the Vinless. For the cause. Their queen desires only bloodshed. Alright. Warmongering fish people. A little show of force. Yeah. A monstrous structure upon the seafloor. Alright. Looks we so quite clearly. Nonetheless, we shall try not to... Yeah, I mean, we have the echo. The dead speak surprisingly clearly to us. Oh. Alright, what do I want? Fending and slaying? Slaying, I think, is what I want. There we are. Gear upgraded. City of a friend. To Bismarck. Oh, good old Bismarck. Go check in our whale, buddy. Oh, there's less people now. Foggy. I'm reminded in East, I think it was 8 Lacrimotion of Data. Is it 7? There was a Shubel in that one. You had to feed it fish, and it gave you little rewards. And it also would stand there, staring. Is the Shubel native to Japan? Because, like, this is not the first JRPG. Where is the Shubel from? I'm going to look that up. Hold on a second. Africa. All right. Oh, they do not show threat. They're docile with humans and do not show threatening behaviors. Alright, well, the more you know. The more you know. Affect your technique then? Alright, let's see some water walking, buddy. Let's see a bit of Jesus. Perfect your swimming techniques. We pity if you drowned, truly. He's done it. Yeah, I agree with Red. Let's round of applause for our good buddy. Though you are going to get your shoes wet this way. It's like walking on a perpetual puddle. Oh. Oh. What happened? What happened, though? You okay? What happened? Appears to focus in on... Let's deal with Fouth. Oh, it's still good effort. Perhaps she's simply tired. Oh. I think the fact that the two of you just had an unexpected dizzy spell is something we need to be concerned about. Is it the invention a boat? It is. The advanced technology of the boat. He swims like a rock. I mean, he really should have hung out with the turtle people and learned how to breathe the water like I did. Whale noises. That'll be your guide. Thank you. Oh. Oh, he's got things clinging on him. He's got parasites. Did he agree? Yeah. And that should cleanse his belly of barnacles. Well, luckily, one of us. Yeah. Yeah. The Kojin's blessings. She's very energetic about this. Was it space? There it is. Control space. Ha! I didn't even have to look it up this time. Go me. No more barnacles, buddy. There we go. Another did this favor for me. Was it Ardbert? Ken was his name. Oh. Isn't that why the Isle of Ken? Tell me he was my friend. Treasure our time together. Brief though it was, brief though it always is. How we laughed when we flew. We slept. I slept that day and many days since. But the light fades and the darkness returns. Ken sleeps, but in memory he laughs, and together we fly. Alright. Poor whale. Found the room to learn. I would gladly teach the language of man. Ooh. This time I grant your request. Alright. Let's do some whale flight. How easily the past is forgotten. That's not even 100 years ago. Have some explanation of what he just said, or shall we all stand about making vague and mysterious illusions? Someone's got to translate. You could tell her. I mean, we're going to be flying around the air. You might as well tell her now. Health. I don't know. You guys had that. I disagree. Oh, you can't resist that, Thancred. You know you can't. He might, but you definitely can't. But I feel fine. I want to engage in ultra-violence. Betrayed by you, Thancred. Betrayed! Leave the old man in your care. By God, she remembers. No, let's all do this. Screw them. Let's go get this all done without them. Teach them a lesson. He needs to give out. To hear her speak, you'd think I'm on my deathbed. By the 12, I wish that girl wouldn't worry so much. He likes that she frets a bit. There's a record show that I'm here under protest. You and me both, buddy. Oh. Out if the fish people have attacked. Yep. We can never just relax, can we? Don't worry, buddy. The ultra-violence I commit is its own reward. Knights is a local band of outlaws. Alright. Alright. Were they inspired by Elidibus? You mean lady? I'd rather poor fellow of the honor of being rescued by the warrior of darkness. From me a message, yeah. Sailor. Look. Inspired? Yeah, inspired by the warrior of light. What should we be doing more? Having the will to help your fellow man. The resolve to... Oh, yep. That's what he said. No, that's what Ardbert said. Well, Elidibus. It's kind of an interesting speech, though, because while it is indeed, that's literally what he's doing. It's just who he counts as his fellow man. The excited one. Vonard. Just like the Warriors of Light. There it is. Alright. Now, is this where we now reveal the full truth of history past? Because I feel like that could be important. Now if we can stop the nightshade from robbing an odd fisherman, that's what we'll do. They went on from ship. 'Tis a pity they draw from so clouded a wellspring. Yeah. And what is he scheming? So, is materia a thing in the end game? Those of you who play this game? Cirdassian ends, however, directly. But they're right. People need heroes. You know, sometimes the Asians want good things to happen. All right. Did I never map that chunk? I guess I didn't. Alright, well, we're going to fix that now. There we are. Okay, I think I got them all. What is this place? I mean, if you ask me, they kind of look like missile silos, but... Whale noises. I guess I have to... Once again, withdraw from that. You know, normally I feel like I take the others.
My strength is yours.
Fishies! I'm kind of digging the music for this zone. Ooh, fishies. What? I guess we're in a tunnel? Oh, no light above. Maybe we're... I sure thought those rocks were going to be something we had to use in some way. Hide behind them, that sort of thing. That is one fancy looking jellyfish. Yeah, it's kind of like a jazzy feel almost. Thank you, whale. What the heck is that? What is that? I agree! Come along, disturbing secrets await, and all that. What the crap are you, buddy?
Keep your guard up.
There's definitely some kind of sea abomination. And it brought a friend? Like, it's like, look at those eyes. Ooh, maybe these are ancient creations of the ancients with their creation magics.
I'm in your debt, I will not yield!
My thanks.
That was truly an abomination. Look at that architecture. Still enjoying the groove.
Prepare yourself.
They must be quite surprised when suddenly there was oxygen. Treasure! Spinny spin.
You underestimate me.
And there's that guy dead. What's in the room? Visions of Eld attend to us now. Oh.
Let's give them a show.
They summoned a thing. The Cyclops.
Keep your guard up.
Whoops. All right. What was I doing wrong there?
Prepare yourself. Keep your guard up.
Looks like I dodged that one.
Leave the healing to me.
I dodged it. Okay, so I think we got it this time. And by this time I mean, of course, the first time. Ooh, fancy! What is this room? The archive? Oh, magical books? Architecture style is definitely in the size that we're more used to for them. Good old pile-on paste memory technology. I mean, it worked in Mass Effect. Well, I got one of them. I see a treasure chest. More super viable materia. Well, you guys should have helped me. Last stop. What's in the library basement? Is it their queen? Is it an evil death turtle? Oh no, it is their queen. The merciless matriarch. Let's murder Mom. Though I mislike this, we may as well have done with it. Justified, I'm happy to oblige. You know nothing of the depths, nothing! I mean, you're right. Unnatural ripples emanating from the grate, huh? Halfway there. What magic are you up to now? Alright, I think I'm just gonna stand here. Yeah, I evaded it all! Ha! Ow. Oh, oh no! Yeah, that was upsetting. I definitely picked the wrong. I saw the hand. I was like, oh, yep, I screwed myself. Ah, upsetting. Because, of course, you know, if this were a normal group, you could survive with the loss of one person. Then they could resurrect you. But not if we're doing it this way. Where the hand's gonna pop out this time. I think I've got it this time. There we go! First try. Yay! We killed the pregnant fish lady! Causing the death of a people. Had to do it. She was going to wage war upon the land. Had to stop the deep ones. Treasure! Alright, now what secrets do we learn down here today? Oh, look at those big giant floating things.
This structure must have served an important function. And here are yet more crystals.
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts, ideal forms to be drawn upon in the act of creation. That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's conclusion. This facility held great significance.
Hey, buddy. Joining us at Ainder in these most perilous of times. Reprieve, yet immutable as the laws he has woven may seem, they will not serve to forestall our doom. Ooh. Nay, should we continue this path? Our fight will be the same. So the complication, of course, but the sub-fools turn a deaf ear to my warnings. The defector at least would side with us, but I regret to report our overtures have gone unanswered. To attend your thoughts, Venat. Where you lead, we will follow. Venat. Haven't heard that name before. They too seek only to secure the future of our star. Recognize the permanent solution. Being the case, we ask ourselves a simple question. Are we prepared to pursue our chosen course? Serving the eternal condemnation of our brethren? I see no further need to demur. Let's bring forth the light, so keep the darkness in check. Okay, so now we're getting the we're gonna hear about where Heideland's creation a bit more from the other side, I guess. I'm still waiting to kind of hear what was the.
So it was they who first summoned Heideland.
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venar before.
For a certainty, Emmet Selp never uttered the name, speak though he did of the schism which Zodiark's advent wrought upon mankind. Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained, and to that end did they call forth she who would serve as his shackles. We now know that it was this Venar to whom they looked for leadership.
Venar, alright.
And that this place, in all likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that. I would hear what else they have to tell us. All of it. Did anyone see the source of the image?
I did. The pylon. It'll tell us how to fight the Reapers.
The device there? Then let us see what other secrets it holds.
No, please, why must be you? Consider another, any other. You are a leader. None can take your place. But few support our cause. Far fewer than they who place their faith in the Zodiac. Interesting. So it was. So this is interesting. If going by this, it suggests that indeed the people were not in favor of what Vinat's up to. So much for democracy. Your heart. How much takes for that? Remain my choice. Did someone have to become Zodiark's heart? And did they not know what Hydaelyn would do to stop Zodiark? So the convict. Oh, is Elidibus the heart of Zodiark? An interesting revelation.
What? Forgive me, but did that not strongly imply that Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiark's heart?
Yes, it did. But also that Hydaelyn is an ancient. Or her heart is, at least.
Hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
So I'm save that we take this to see what the records it contains. I'm here for the info dump. Has it lost power? Depletion of some sort of essential energy. Yeah. Let's cease to be ere even the thunder came to pass. The essence of birth. Their titles of office. Fair point. Yeah. Yep. Could be. Could be different people. That's a fair point. This is false. Okay. I mean, it's a good theory. It's a good idea. It does fit the parts. Elidibus became the heart, and then a new one replaced them. It is also interesting to note that apparently the majority of people were in favor of Zodiark. It was a rebel few who were like, no. We're going to break the world and kill off our population. I guess? I'm not sure they can be said to be the heroes anymore. There's more behind it. It's very fancy. I do like the place. Alright, back to finding out if you guys can get back home.
Dare I ask what's going on?
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem. The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so. In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time, but a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found.
They all want to become do-gooders.
As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
It's you! The Warrior of Darkness! You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need. That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
People, Chocobos, you name it. I was there doing the things.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help. If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day, even warriors of light.
Man, they really changed on a dime.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken.
You could tell them the truth. I mean, there's literally nothing stopping you. Alright, guys. I have more of the truth of the world to lay out to you. You need to learn some things. About the past. And while your zeal is good, it must be tempered. Oh, wait, maybe tempering might not be the right word, given the setting of the game. But, you know, nonetheless, you could tell them the truth. You could explain, all right, here's the history of your world. Here's the forces at play. Here's what they're trying to do. Your heart's in the right place. Just got to be careful. You got to think about it.
They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
It's kind of funny, because they're going on about how, like, their weakness is that they don't know stuff. And yet right here, that same weakness is being exploited by Elidibus to get these people to do all this stuff, which you could counter with knowledge, just like you're trying to do to counter his efforts. Plus, that whole remember me bit for Emmett Selk, telling people about the ancients. Ooh, well that's not That's not good.
What's happening to the sky?
Hey, wasn't that what happened with the painting, the mural, the tomb?
Oh no!
By the 12.
A star shower.
I hear a voice.
Oh.
Then why does it feel like it's inside my head?
That sounded like Heidelin.
Hear, feel, think. I hear it.
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light! You're back! What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold!
I'm a warrior of light.
The star shower?
I've been chosen.
Can it be?
Me, the hero.
Wait!
No one gonna bring up that star shower?
The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked?
Well, I mean, it would be helpful.
Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion, apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls.
Ooh, okay, all right. Made them all remember Highland, though. Where does that part? How does that part work
That
into
which
it?
you and yours call the echo.
Because I can get the part where, like, past memory triggers, yada yada yada, but why does that connect to Hyde, per se? Why does she decide to voice into anyone's brain when that happens?
And an echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed. Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it. But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end. through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability. Just as Hydaelyn is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
The Echo hath ever been thought a gift from Hydaelyn, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto.
I mean, given what we've learned about Hydaelyn and Zodiark, I mean, she's a big, powerful primal, but like, people made her.
Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus
yeah, there we go.
Of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the Echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice, one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant.
Okay, no, I like this explanation.
In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
Just so. And whenever Hydaelyn has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
Alright, well, we do have the time now. He's walked away. We can sit everyone down and give them a big, long set of history classes and etherology, and, you know, it'll be like a full week-long course. An educational seminar. Gonna find most of his things explain. Just reconsider. When you're deaf to my treaties. Quit the card. Only the intentions. Well, the road to hell, something, something, good intentions, something, something. Is it spirit? Yeah. Words of light, Ardbert, yourself most of all. Well, you should be able to catch them if you leave now. First with wisdom you can. Alright. Yeah, I don't remember that. That was too long ago. I mean, again, like if you went to, hey everybody, the Warrior of Darkness here. I am from another world where I was a Warrior of Light, and I've got that same power you've got. Let's all, I mean, I have experience with it. Gather round. I'm going to educate you all about things now. I'm sure that they would all have loved it. A little explanation of what it can do, what, you know, all that sort of stuff. What's going on. They would have loved it. And yet, despite talking about how ignorance is your enemy's greatest advantage, one of the things you need to use to defeat them is to learn about them. You continue not to furnish people around you with that same knowledge. And I will appreciate, I can appreciate, it's a tricky bit of writing to kind of explain, alright, why don't we tell everybody? Like, your average farmer. The secret knowledge that they're there's like he's actually the 13th piece of a soul of a person from 10 million years ago. And some people didn't get broken into pieces, and they're trying to put the world back together. But it will cause him to not be the person he is anymore if that happens. It's a bit out of his pay grade. I mean, might be useful to know. Just to have that knowledge, a little bit of education, but it's not going to impact things. These people, having literally just awakened their power, though, 100% should be brought in on things. Hey guys, can I tell you the truth of the world yet? You again? Not sure causing a change in attitude there. You wanna... Come on, let's sit down. We got some things to tell you, buddy. And those are start. I do like their new gear. Well, just to speak to us. Yeah, it doesn't sound like we've actually explained what's going on to these guys yet. Wait, let me see if we want. No, where's my... Let me tell you the secret history of the world. There's these things called Asians. Let me tell you about them. Do you want to know the truth? Alright. Oh well. Victory to the bold. Alright, well, I think we've had enough of a revelation for today. A lot of big reveals. Alright, we know the name. We've learned some about this Venat fellow. We've learned about Elidibus a little bit more. We learned a little more about the Echo and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Again, definitely. This is where gathering everyone around to kind of bring them in seems wise. But well, I'm sure I'm sure they've got some scheme in mind, right? I'm sure. Thank you for everyone who joined me during the stream. Of course, like and subscribe. All that fun stuff. I do appreciate it. And if you have comments you want to leave afterwards, please leave them below. I'll be sure to get back to you about them. And have a good night. Or day. Whatever you might be having.